Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We have missions to do and I am terrified because Eve is on the menu. Yes, our only contract is fly by Eve. Now because I don't want to doom an unfortunate Kerbal to a faraway grave, I'm going to do the nice thing of making the Eve vessel, which I shall call the Echelon, because it begins with the letter E. Yes, fuck. Whenever I'm thinking of that, I'm just thinking of, you know the meme, don't you? Or it's like, oh, there's an E over there. E? And, it's an old thing. It's, you wouldn't get it. It's, too stupid. Whenever I think to myself, you know, oh wow, kids back in the day, well, you know, back in the day we had funny stuff. Kids these days, they don't have a lot of stuff, that's kind of funny. I have to disagree. Wait. Wait. This... Oh, this is expensive, but it gives us all the tracking we will need. I hate how it's formatted. So it actually could be more worthwhile, in case we get too far away, to, like, use one of these, then we'll attach a battery to it. 2 sets of solar panels, and a communications dish. Actually... since we're gonna be going to Eve, I think it may be worthwhile to, like, have an actual relay antenna. You know, just in case. And, well, this is just to fly by, so I don't want to make it too expensive, but we're going to have to relay a lot of data back, which will mean that we are going to need... actually, we're going to need 2 Science Juniors, because, yeah, 2 of each of these, basically, except for these guys, because they're reusable. Because, okay, we can't actually even use the seismometer, because it's something that only works on the ground, but yeah. Oh yeah, and also a magnetometer. That's gonna be nice. Since, yeah, these guys aren't reusable, we need to have multiple of them. Now I'm gonna consult the Delta V map, and something nice is that you just have to Google Delta V map. You don't even need... Yeah. I thought about installing the Outer Planets mod, but I wish there was one which doesn't touch Elu, because I kind of like Elu being the way it is. I don't like how it's stolen. Anyways, yeah, so to get to Eve, we will need... about, like, a 4,000 Delta V starting stage, about 1,000 Delta V to leave, and not that much more Delta V to target it down, so, how much does this give me if I just slap a Terrier on? It gives me quite a lot for the mission. How much? This doesn't add much, so I'm just gonna add a second set, because I'm worried about the electric charge costs. And I'm going to extend solar panel when I hit number 1. Then I'm gonna add some, maybe a slightly larger decoupler. I don't know why, maybe it's because I played Fallout New Vegas yesterday, but my muscle memory is all off. Anyways, yeah. That game keeps crashing, and I hope this one isn't going to do the same thing to me, because I'd rather play a game which doesn't have issues. But I'm cursed, I guess. Yeah, let's continue doing this. How much? Yeah, this doesn't... If I do this, and then, yeah... We want to get that fairing on... Huh? Okay, no, I'll have to do it like this. Anyways, yeah, so this will eventually get detached. It'll be really cool if we can deal... Well, that's 17k for that part, and that's a... That could basically get us to Eve, but how much would it be to create a generic stage? Like, we're talking a heavier launch sort of swivel. One of these. Wait, what is a Valiant even? A Valiant does lower thrust at a lower efficiency. Why would I ever want one? That's 1.5k, that's pretty good. And still a good thrust to weight ratio. Okay. Yeah, it is one of the funnier things with like career mode is the urge to optimize for cost. Even if we have a lot of money now, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm like, you know, canceling missions due to a lack of funds. It just doesn't sound right. And we're in a bit of a pickle in terms of a thrust to weight ratio. So I have a solution. Though you're not gonna like it. Well, there are a few solutions. Number one, this one has a really bad TWR. This one, how different is it to a swivel? Actually, we can use a Reliant. And this has, I don't know, these are very light, and a few of them positioned like this, yeah, they're gonna be more than enough thrust. Then I'll add, like, some stability winglets. And then I'll add the, do we have Separatrons finally? Yes, we do. So I can just add, like, a set of radial decouplers. Then I can attach, like, full thump. Well, thumpers are really cheap. So I may as well get full Polluxes. This seems a little bit... Hold on a moment. I have a better idea. What if I just... So what if I just scrap the bottom stage? I know some people are, like, grabbing their head, you know, right now, and they're like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like that one Markiplier clip. But this is almost enough power to get us to space. We'll have to lower the thrust a little bit and make sure, yeah, it's for Kerbal. But this is almost enough to get us into space if it's one of them. So what if I add a bicoupler, then add one of, like one of these, and push them out a little bit. It's a shame we... Wait, no. What I can do this the stupid way, and I'm gonna do it the stupid way. What I can just do is I can add, like, one of these, and, attach this for better, like, stability. And now I can throw that into the garbage. And now I can get a... Never mind. We're getting a thoroughbred. Okay, yeah, this is like the Kerbal engineer in me. Just getting a wider and wider smile. Just seeing the larger booster. Okay, this is going to be actually quite a challenge to fly. However, it does save a lot of money. Keep in mind, one of these thoroughbreds is 9,000, which sounds like a lot, but one of these is already 1,000. And the fuel tanks for this are like, actually, is this even cheaper? Hold on. If I... this. Then added a Reliant. That would still not be enough, because we need 3,000 in the first stage, right? Yeah, like, if I do this, it's 3,000. So, if I did something, like, just to test, just for this, to get us, like, close enough, 3.7k for 37,000? Or 3k for 30,000? Yeah, this is cheaper, definitely. The question is, will it work, or will it explode on the launch pad like most of my other vessels? And the answer is, we'll have to find out. And obviously, we're gonna be using the budgetarily constrained single launch arm, because more than that is just kind of pointless. But before we launch that, this is completely screenshot worthy. So I'll just send a, I need to send the photo to someone. This is how I play Kerbal Space Program. Statistically speaking, the majority of Discord users believe I don't care. Oh my god, it's already bending on the launch pad. Fire! Fuck. This is some fucking cartoon shit, man. Okay, note to self, we don't need launch arms, but also maybe increase the throttle up to, like, let's do 65%. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Okay. Let's try that again. Now, when there was no stupid launch clamp that slows me down, you can see how well this is gonna go. Now, there's one problem. Yeah, the issue is with a solid rocket fuel booster, when it starts, you can't really stop it. So the solution... Yeah, look at how much over we are. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this. The apoapsis went way too high. Oh, it's still gonna be way too high. Whatever. Well, what you can do still is this. In hopes of us, you know, saving on some fuel. I have a video I want to make, but it's gonna be really unpopular, even if it's completely true, because, the video would basically be about me saying that, as much as it pains even me to say it most of the time, the game critics are right. I'm aware that they can have takes sometimes that make you pissed off and that make you disagree with them, but a lot of the time, they're right, even if you don't want to admit it. Wait, do we even have... I think we have SAS, don't we? We don't have any SAS. Okay. That's gonna make this stuff a little bit more complicated. Hold on. Yeah, because we have to orient ourselves with I knew there was a gimmick to the small probe, and not only was it having no batteries, it was also having no self-righting system, which in a game like Kerbal Space Program is very problematic. I'm pretty sure some probes use, yeah, like, active systems, but we'll see. Okay, so the way you do interplanetary transfers is quite funny. So what you do is you sit and wait. Eve is faster than us, and it should be like at this angle, I think. A bit more, maybe. Sort of like that, yeah. So then we want to launch. Essentially, from my understanding, right over here. Control. Oh my god! I made the mistake I make every single time. Do I? No, we didn't do the mistake yet. Okay, activate this. Yeah. Oops. Now that that issue's fixed, we can try again. Let's, hit F5 and speed up time. Something like this, yeah. Then we should... because we're gonna be trying to slow down, and the sun's shining there, I believe... We need to go from somewhere here. That way, while we're burning at Kerbal, you can see our velocity, yeah, will decrease. Then we'll set Eve as the target. And it's time to start fucking around with the maneuver node until we get somewhere. Oh? Well, we're gonna get somewhere, just no way useful. Did I go too much? If I go over here, and I do this, yeah. What was the last time I quick-saved? Was it after the time warp or before? I think I may be quick-saving too much. It is before, okay. Let me try that again. I'm stupid, it should be a 45-degree angle. Like this, yeah, okay. This is the issue of space travel. It takes a long-ass time. Anyways, yeah, if I do this... And, oops, did it maybe a little bit too much. And if I target Eve... Yeah, you see that? That means we should go for a little bit longer, I believe. And maybe go now? What are we at? 54 days. So wait, okay, it's that gap. What if I tried it again after even more days? So like, yeah, 73 days. Then I assume the gap will be even larger? Just so I know that I've, you know, just so I can know that I've actually overshot it, huh? Maybe? Should be like 54 degrees. Which, I don't have a way of measuring that. Damn you, game. Do I have a way of measuring that? Hold on. I do! Okay. Let's see. Angle is... Huh. How do you use this thing again? 45 degrees, I believe. No, it's not 45. It's more like... Wait, we have to start at 0, don't we? It's the other way around now, but it's fine. Okay. We're at 70 degrees right now. Is that right? No, wait, it should be centered on the sun. Shouldn't it? Yeah, it should. We have overshot it. For fuck's sake. I should have like this is what I could do if I actually employed like a webcam. I don't want to do it because the focus in these games I don't feel is ever in me. But I think it would be really funny to see me fiddling around with an old ass fucking ruler with both like the edges have been chipped off as I'm desperately trying to find the angle. Okay, stop. Like this? Hold on. Core tip. 60-something degrees, a little bit more. 46 days. More like this. Nah, it's still a little bit too much. Okay, we'll go 49, 50 days. Let's see. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, now that is orbital mechanics, by the way. Now, if this is the angle the sun's at, we should be firing out from somewhere over here. And with any luck... Huh. What did we hit? Well, nothing really, it seems. Oh, is it because my... Huh. So, what I'm gonna do... Okay, so maybe the fact our inclination's a little bit fucked is the issue, but... what if I fire off another maneuver? Don't worry, we have, like, a few more minutes. What if I fire off another maneuver? That's, gonna be roughly correct. And then once we're, like, out here, add a corrective maneuver. Kind of like that. Ha. Gotcha. And, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Except we can't turn towards the, objective. I'm also, one thing which is kind of funny is I am not used to doing any of these from the... Shit. Come on, yes. From the map view. For the simple reason that I have always done these, and I do really mean always, always. Sorry, I've always done these from the map view. I am not used to doing them from the vessel view, and I understand you have, like, the markers, but it's just something I'm not used to. Another thing is, I'm pretty sure a lot of YouTubers fake these, which, when I say fake, I mean more like, they do movie magic, where the actual burn is done in map mode, but then they have, like, a cinematic shot of the vehicle firing its thrusters. Which I think is fine. Like, I wouldn't be mad at anyone for doing that. I think it's completely normal. Okay, so then... we'll, perform a slight adjustment. And, potentially, yeah... fix to the orbit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. If only I had the ability to actually... So, wait. I'm gonna first... Now, this is gonna be really stupid. But the first thing I'm gonna do because I have no not no probe control, but you know, because I have no advanced controls, I'm gonna have to, holy shit. Okay, slowly move to there. Yeah, this is the issue. You have to expend fuel for this. But yeah, firstly, I'm gonna... yeah, do that. Second of all, I'm gonna have to burn a tiny bit of fuel to move myself roughly towards the apoapsis. And then, yeah. Because I burned too much. Okay. So switching to Eve now. And I just have to get a very close approach. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, though. What if I burn... okay, let's try these one at a time. Stop. Wrong. So, in fact, I should be burning anti-normal. And in order to preserve fuel, we're gonna go to the other side. By the way, how much would it cost? I assume a lot, because we're gonna be coming down here with a lot of velocity. Yeah. I wonder... oh. Ooh, okay. So let's see, is, no, retrograde is not gonna be worth it. No, stop burning, stop burning, stop burning. Oh my god. Because I want to go to low Eve orbit. We just have to slowly wait. I don't think this vehicle... oh shit, I should have packed a third set of instruments for outer space, interplanetary space. I didn't think about that, did I? Huh. Huh, okay, yeah. Interesting. Well, I can still do these experiments, though. Transmit, transmit, transmit. Wait, what? Review. That's aggravating. Wait, can I... what if I won't have enough data to, send the science back? That'll be annoying. Oh yeah, by the way, review data now. Okay, now we're done. Oh, we passed a full okay, whatever. We passed a full rotation already. Speed up a little bit. Then target prograde. Oh, I did that on the time warp, didn't I? Oh, I moved away. A part of me feels like a normal person would just... where are you going? Part of me feels like a normal person would abandon the mission, and that's gonna be me. I'm just doing a flyby. I do not care. I'm gonna be doing the flyby from high Earth orbit. There are gonna be plenty of other situations where... oh. I'm going to be, you know, doing that. And, review data. So wait, do I just not have enough electric charge to do the transmission? Nope. Wow, this mission's a train wreck. Okay, we're gonna recharge. Review data, transmit. Well, I'll take what I can get. Let's go to Eve then. Well, that's quite aggravating, actually, but I'll deal with it. Well, it's kind of funny how all my issues are actually not with the rocket itself, but with the probe I'm using being complete garbage. Run scan, log pressure, log temperature. So we're gonna be transmitting that. We're gonna be transmitting this. Oh, shit. We're gonna be transmitting that. What didn't I transmit in time? I don't know. We haven't done that yet. We can conduct these two. Material study. I think I can do the mystery goo observation, right? Well, no, I can't do it because I'm out of EC now. But now, if I do review and transmit, yeah, that's no big deal. But I still can't transmit. Yeah, okay, because it's data size like 25 megabits. Whatever. We're basically done with the mission, and the thing's just gonna be a husk floating in space. Unless... How? This is gonna be stupid, but how much fuel to slow you down? To any degree. Don't care to which degree, just to any degree. We don't have that kind of fuel. But if I were to use up all my fuel trying to slow down, would we fling ourselves out in an interesting orbit? No, we would not. What if I bend prograde? We would be pushing out a little bit, but not... Nah, whatever. I'm done with the mission. Abandon ship. Whatever. There's no point in wasting more time. As they say, you know, now it's explore Minmus. Transfer any crew between vessels near Minmus. I'm going to bite you. Position Saurus 2 into a new orbit. No, the station's gonna stay where it is, I'm sorry. Build a new surface outpost. Okay. We could try that one. I want to get a new Kerbal. How much do we have for this? 5 years? Expand the surface outpost. Objective, it's landed and it supports 7 Kerbals. Be in command of it. Have 10 more Kerbals. Add an auxiliary mobile processing lab. Huh. Oh, this... We can do this one, but it'd be really annoying. How much? 14 years. And it's on the Mun. I don't see why not. What about this one? I'm gonna do this one. Wait, transmit to recover scientific data from the surface of the Mun. That's gonna be a piss easy one. We're gonna do the Mun ones for now. And I'm gonna be recovering the Kerbals. Recover the module. No, it's not a guy. Okay. Wait, what contracts have I accepted? I have to rescue one guy. We'll do the Mun one when we visit the Mun. Let's see. Where is Mr. Carey? Tim Carey. Carey's craft is... Oh, that's concerning. What if the Mun fires it off to somewhere? Okay, we're gonna be using that one vehicle What are they called again? The Gizmo? The Gizmo 4? The Gizmo 5? It's one of these. No. It was... It's not the Orbis. It's the Gizmo Excursor. No, wait. I think I used a Gizmo 4. Sadly, we only have engineers on the mission. So... I'm gonna have to modify the Gizmo. You know, this is the modified Gizmo. Into the Gizmo 4F. And the difference is gonna be that the Gizmo 4F is gonna have... because of a bit of a lack of Kerbals, it's going to have a, one of these probes on top, just in case. And, yeah, the power system should be enough. This is gonna generate the necessary stuff. We don't need a Kerbal inside, because we're just saving a dude. And let's go up there and save him. The reason why I specifically really do... No, we should have the fuel. Yeah, this is the expanded version, I believe. I'll check. Do we have 3? Yeah, we have 3 fuel tanks. We're fine. Anyways, yeah. What I've noticed is specifically like you see with this, we're gonna be... Wait. I'm gonna do something which I normally don't do, but, I'm gonna add an antenna, just in case. What is the difference between these two? A surface mount version? Okay. Can't even extend it, but sure. How much are these? Not much, so I'll add 2 of them, just for fun. Okay, I guess... The F can stand for autonomous, or maybe fully autonomous. Okay. Let's go. And of course, lower the throttle, because why wouldn't we? Turn a little bit, hold, and there we go. Oh. Did I forget to auto, like... Ah, whatever. Anyways, I have to ask, does anyone here know about, the wonderful world of video games? Well, here's a little hint. I don't know if you've caught this by my entire channel, but I am not big into multiplayer ones. That's not because I am a snob. I am not a snob, allegedly. But instead, I just prefer single-player experiences or co-op ones. Co-op is fine too. However, I have a specific, like, ingrained bias against multiplayer stuff, mostly because, especially, like, PvP stuff, because it's often just, you know the drill, right? You're not new on the internet. It's super toxic, and generally speaking, you know, you'll meet a lot of people on there who are genuinely unwell, and now you're, you know, the target of their attention and ire. So, what do? Well, what you do is you maybe make fun of them, but more importantly, what you do is you try to avoid them. And the best way I found to avoid those kinds of people is to, and you're not gonna believe this, just kind of avoid multiplayer stuff entirely. Is that a particularly good solution? I don't know. Now, this is gonna be a really funny burn. First of all, to lower this, just set the gimbal extremely low, as I said earlier. And now, all I need to do is keep on burning. What do we need to get is we need to go all the way up there. Try to avoid the moon. Then we wanna... Well, okay, we'll see. Basically, what you want to do is you want to go all the way out there. Again, yeah, avoid the moon. Oh, stop. Now, when we're over here, we're gonna want this to happen. And we'll continue from there. So first of all, we'll do this. Fly out all the way to there. Okay. Only a 38-second burn, mind you. We can basically do it at periapsis. Because, you know, it's slower here. Anyways, yeah, we'll just avoid that. Sadly, we are a little bit faster than him. And we're gonna keep being faster unless we do some, let's call them orbital adjustments. I'm gonna switch to the POV of Kerbal now. You see, one of these is like 3,000 kilometers away, and if you go... Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna have to adjust my orbit. Zero electric charge! Uh-oh. Oh, no. Maybe made a bit of a mistake. I'm just gonna save myself some time, because this would take a lot of time otherwise. I'm just gonna do this. See, that's all it takes. This is why you should put 3 solar... I did put 3 solar panels on my ship. Whatever. Please ignore my stupid mistake. Moving on. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to, like, right here, burn out, and a little bit in, like... No, I'm just gonna have to, like... fucking... avoid disaster. Because... Okay, well, the moon's over there. I don't know when it's thinking I am about to hit the moon. Because I feel like when it happens, I'm gonna see it coming. Anyways, yeah, I'll be doing this, because we are quite a little bit faster. So what I'll do is I'll try to slow myself down. See, like that. And then, right at the ascending node... yeah. We can then try to close in. Yeah, okay. And then we'll fine-tune the encounter after that. Okay, we don't need to be exactly accurate. We just have to be... Because, yeah, all we're doing is this, so... Oi. No, we missed the ascending node by a little bit, but we can just do this, and eventually... Okay, we're nearly there. 200, 250, 230. Now it's going back up. So over here, because it's basically on the other side, I messed up. But yeah, we'll switch to the Gizmo 4F. I'm gonna do the maneuver thing, because we're gonna have to get it a little bit closer than that. So what is making the maneuver off? It is the inclination that's a little bit off, yeah. Okay. And then when the inclination is fixed, it is this. And, okay. And before you ask... okay, we should lower the scale a little bit. Yeah, and before you ask, no, I do not know why this is the way it is. I only know how to operate the machine. I do not know how the machine functions. 15 kilometers, 13. It's not bad. I lost some good numbers down there. If I maybe do it a little bit like this. How about I just get it down to 8, and then we can continue from there. Because this is going to be a very slow burn. On the top one, I just have to be careful. Oh, I fucked it by 8 minutes. We should be fine. We should just burn slowly. I say... Okay. Then I'll do one over here. And let's see what I can do. Quite a lot, apparently. Potential moon encounter later. Doesn't matter. So it should be one of these, yeah. Oh my god, all the way down. Huh, okay. You know, something I kind of want to... There are some video topics that I'll talk about, exclusively in these kinds of videos where I feel like I'm not boring anyone with them, because you know, just kind of ideas for videos I've had that never make it for whatever reason. There's an interesting sort of thing that I always wanted to make a video on, but I am not a fan of, like, you know... I don't want to be the kind of guy who makes a video on someone. But if there's one thing which I really enjoy doing, it's kind of... No, you can't do that. It doesn't let me... Settings? It doesn't let me see the encounter. Okay, that's... Okay, now it does. 7.7 kilometers. Okay. We have some time to fix this. Increase the scale. I have already hit the inclination about as correct as it'll go. Yeah, I believe it's a matter of just dialing in the right angle. Back in the day when I was lazy, there was a piece of software called MechJeb, which would do this job for you. It's still here on the top right corner of the screen. However, I realized that for as useful as MechJeb is, it's not the most efficient tool out there, for the simple reason that it's a computer. And it will get you to your destination, however, via tools. And via verified, you know, methods that work, and not by being a caveman. Which, for reasons that may seem obvious if you've been watching these videos, are very unlike how I play Kerbal Space Program, though, I prefer the term enlightened caveman, as, you can probably tell from the way I play this game. Where the fuck is the capsule? 7 kilometers away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 kilometer away. This is such a weird point to be. Okay. Oh, hello, capsule. I see you. Okay. Aiming towards... Well, not away. Okay. Aiming towards the target. Let's pray to God he's a pilot, because otherwise I don't know how I'm going to fly those other bases. Actually, that Minimus crew transfer mission is actually genius, because I want to get my fucking crew back, mine as the scientists. Yeah, this is... Another engineer! I mean, thanks, I guess, but... It still saves me like 100 grand, but still, you know, quite pricey. Can't believe, like, the starting four ever fucking put up with me. Okay, now let's get you back to Kerbal. Oh, we can use the moon. I have an idea. You're not gonna like it. So what I'm gonna do is, well, first of all, yeah, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna use the moon. Oh, if we don't do anything, I am eventually just going to crash into it. Okay, that's great. So I want to first use the moon to slightly deorbit myself. And by slightly, I mean up to like 20Ks, 15Ks, something very low. Then I'm gonna quick save the game, and the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna be really stupid. But, I have some time. I'm gonna push with the power I have in the vessel as hard as I can to, show you what happens when you enter at a very high speed. We don't have the full fuel for this, but I want to show you what happens. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna be going in pretty high speed. Gotta be careful the way you burn, because I don't want to both be too fast or too slow. Because, yeah, the atmosphere will stop us, but, at what cost? The periapsis is going down. How do we make it go up? I wonder. So if I do this, it's gonna go up. If I do this, oh, it's gonna go down. Oh, we don't have any fuel anymore. Okay. So, position ourselves retrograde and watch what's about to happen. Because we're gonna be coming in very, very fast. Detach immediately, because bad things are gonna happen. So, yeah, you can see that thing's exploding quite quickly, and, you can see how quickly the ablator is disappearing. Yeah, I think he's having a fun time. Where are we even landing? Oh, we're landing in the deserts. Ooh, yeah, I never land here, man. Wait. This can be time for a rather unique opportunity. Crew report. Crew hatch. Take data, just in case. EVA report. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna have to deploy the chutes eventually. I don't know when, but like, at some point in this descent, we should activate them. Gotcha, and we still had 500 meters of altitude to spare. It is kind of funny how, like, oh, well, you were 500... if you opened, like, this half a second later, he would have died. Yes, but that does mean we, wasted some... Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. Anyways, EVA, while we're here, in... Why are you carrying these? EVA report and... Yeah, sure. Recover vessel for some paltry amounts of science. Like we need it. We have labs. Science mode is done. We just have the career stuff. Actually, if I just grinded those Whatever. Okay, wait. We can probably buy something, can't we? Do you want... Advanced aerodynamics? Or supersonic flight? How about neither? I have other missions to do. I have to transfer data from the Mun, transfer any crews between the orbit of Minmus, and build a new surface outpost on Minmus. So I'm gonna do that one. Because I'm gonna just be modifying Saurus 2. Where's Saurus 2? Yeah, we're gonna be taking this. And I'm gonna take, like, this entire part off. I may have made a mistake. Hold on. I'm gonna reroute to the actual route. Toss all of that away. And figure out what I want to do with this. First of all, do we have a larger payload? No, the largest one we have is 2.5. So this is gonna be the total, like, width. Or I guess, you know, it can be wider. So what do we need? 8 Kerbals, mobile processing lab, 4,000 units of liquid fuel. You're not going to like what I'm about to do. Okay. So we're going to be removing the little side legs. And, I'm just going... Nope. Come back. I am just going to expand this. Kind of like that. Except... Yeah. Because what else am I gonna do, you know? Then I'm gonna add 2 more of these, but since they're gonna be corner ones... I'm gonna... Yeah. Move these guys up a little bit. They still need to be moved further up. Yeah, kind of like that. Tell you what, I'm gonna move these guys to be up until, like, the edge. There we go. Same here. Okay, all of these are auto-strutted, yes. So then I'm gonna, because this is already like a 3rd set, we don't need all the stuff over here. So you can just replace that with, well, I'll put these, like, over here. Because why not? Okay, so then I'm gonna, like, add... Oops. More fuel tanks, because that's clearly necessary. Well, oh my god. I think I may have saved this as a Saurus 2. This is Saurus 3. Okay, that... I mean, I hope I'm the only one who cares about the names. If I'm not, I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing I can do, guys. Okay, so wait a minute. We are at, 5,000 units of liquid fuel, which is exactly why I'm going to add some more units. Bad TWR on here. How is it for... Oops, how is it for Minmus? It is insanely better. Okay. Good enough. So we're going to be doing that, and then, to satisfy the crew pod requirements, you may have seen this one coming. We're just going to put 2 of these, 1 on each side. And on top, because remember, we don't have any scientists, we're only going to be... It inflates the price a little bit. Like, actually quite significantly, so... That's Minmus, we don't need to. Anyways, yeah, so... 8 Kerbals, mobile processing lab, land on Minmus. And I'm gonna basically just... When I land this thing... I will be, like... Oh, you'll see, you'll see. Anyways, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the docking port. Then I'm gonna use the... No, sorry, I'm stupid. I'm gonna use the move tool. rotate first, you know, like on the last one. Center it. Activate the show gravity thing. Make super duper kaduper sure that it is centered. And then move it down. Oh yeah, we're gonna be missing a few solar panels, so... might as well add, like, a few more. I'm gonna add, like... on each side. Why not? Hopefully they're not gonna occlude each other. Probably will. No, I'm gonna have to align them with the lines so they look roughly normal. And you may be wondering, how am I going to attach that thing to the Saurus base? Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. So now what do is we load up Saurus 2. We're gonna steal the magnetometer boom arms, even if we won't really use them. Oh. Oh wait, I have an idea, don't worry. So this is gonna be really quick. First of all, I'm gonna add the booms, like, oh, this is actually quite funny. Hopefully these are gonna, like, fit. But you can add them on here. Anyways, so we're gonna load up Saurus 2. And I'm gonna just remove the top vessel. And this, like, in its entirety. And, sub-assemblies. Toss the whole thing in there as Saurus... Sorry, the Saurus lifter. Don't save. And we go into Saurus 3. And we pull out the Saurus 2. And put it right over there. Now you may be wondering, is this going to be enough? I don't know. What I know is that the landing legs sticking out a little bit is pissing me off. But, is this gonna be enough? Only one way to see. Possibly. Very possibly. And, who's gonna be a lucky test pilot? Bill? No, you're too valuable. Take this one. In the, Landican. Ah, fuck. Wrong. No. No. This is, not gonna work in here, as you can see. Okay. Bill? Get out of there, because I know it automatically sends him in. Oh, well, he's the best pilot. Yes, I don't want to risk my best pilot on something like this. I'm not crazy. Not that crazy, at least. Heaviest part, command, Actually, which contract expires last? Recover his craft and... Okay, we're gonna have to pause this mission and do the other one, but we're gonna be doing it next time. See you then. Goodbye.